Call the meeting to order today at 8:33.
Roll call, Mr. Neese,
Here.
Mr. Jasny,
Here.
Ms. Connor.
Here.
Yes, first I'd like to welcome our new HR director, Kemi Khalil. Khalil. Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Have you had a chance to look over the minutes?
Yes.
We have a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion we approve the minutes from January 11, 2023.
Second.
I second.
Mr. Neese,
Yes.
Mr. Jasny,
Yes.
Ms. Connor.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Any public participation? Old business? Do we have old business? Under new business, we have a request for a fire entrance exam. Chief Basso.
Morning.
Morning.
That is correct. It is time. Last list is expired, so we would like to move forward with the career firefighter civil service exam, whichever route that the board wishes to go with. Last year, I think we did the national test network last year as well. Are we continue to do that? Okay.
NTN.
Yes.
Are you all right with using NTN?
When does the list expire?
It expired in May? Is it May?
Of last year?
Yes, and we would do provisional hire if that was the case. We would have done a provisional hire, but we didn't need to go that route. So
It expired on September 13th.
September, yeah.
Yes.
So it wasn't May.
Yeah.
Do you have any openings right now?
I'm sorry?
Any openings right now for full-time?
Not at this time. We have some projected retirements, but we're working through those now. We can't jump until those are announced officially. So we always like to be prepared.
You have a test date in mind?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a test date
I
in
do
mind?
not. It's up to the whim of the board and HR. I think the sooner the better, though, just in case.
Okay.
It saves some time, if something does happen where we have an early retirement, that we can actually fill the spots.
Sure. Okay,
That's all I have.
thank you.
Need a
Do
motion?
we need a motion to have that test? Okay. I'd like to make a motion that we give a entrance exam for the full-time firefighter positions.
I second.
Mr. Neese,
Yes.
Mr. Jasny,
Yes.
Ms. Connor.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Thanks, Chief.
NTN for dispatch.
Request for dispatcher exam.
Okay, perfect.
Morning.
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 Yes, requesting that we reopen our NTN and have another dispatcher exam. Our current list would have still been good, however, we have exhausted all the candidates on the list.
And what's your potential for hiring? How many?
Like two off the list.
Matt,
Also,
do we-
sooner the better?
I'm sorry?
Also, you want it the sooner the better?
I do want it the sooner the better,
Okay.
yes.
So,
Do we have to have a motion or anything to set aside the current exam list? Because it doesn't expire until August of this year.
yeah,
Do we need to do anything as the board for that?
that's what I'm checking right here.
Christine, while he's checking,
ahead.
you said you have two openings right
Yes,
now?
that's correct.
Okay. So are you looking to do provisional hires?
It's Rule 10.
Currently, at this point, we don't really have anybody right there for a provisional hire. I've had a couple of people reach out with interest. Hopefully, we'll be able to advertise the test and get going with the process.
Okay. And remind me, with provisional hires, do you have to test the top three? Is it the top three, or you just have to pass?
Just have
You
to
just
You
pass.
have to pass, okay.
It's preparing a new list, but you have to give an exam to have a new list.
Yeah, so, all right, this is what we were looking at here. Pursuant to the rules, the action of revoking a list is limited to fraud and errors, which is not the situation we have here. However, I think that if you look at a different section, it says whenever an eligible list is reduced to 3 names or less, a new list would be prepared. I think for the interest of transparency, you can, in your motion to authorize a new list, you can say, you know, I move to authorize a dispatcher's entrance examination. Upon certification of that list, the old list will be terminated. So it's just clear that, you know, the day the new list is certified, that the old list is no longer in effect. Our rules seem to have that just happen automatically, but I would rather that you set forth from the get-go that once this list is certified, the old list will be terminated.
And in order to create a new list, we have to give a new exam. That's the step that's missing in the civil service rules, as I can see it.
Okay. We have a motion for, excuse me, do we have a motion for
Where you found more problems.
a new exam?
I'll make the motion, but he can put the wording in, because we've already certified the current list, right? So,
Current list, yeah, so we're
Yep.
going to have, this motion will authorize the new exam to be held to create a new eligibility list. And upon certification of that new eligibility list, the current list will be of no longer any effect or consequence.
I'll make a motion to those words.
What that guy said over there.
I second.
Okay, Mr. Neese?
Yes.
Mr. Jasny?
Yes.
Ms. Connor?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a list in front of us for the captain promotional scores. We need a motion to approve this list for the captain promotional.
Did you want to say anything about it?
The testing process this time was completed by Pradco, and they're the ones who did the assessment and the ranking. The list in front of you shows the raw scores adjusted with the seniority weight per the civil service rules. Thank you for your consideration.
Any discussion on that?
I'll make that motion to certify, approve the list of February 2023 for captain promotional assessment scores.
I'll second that.
Mr. Neese?
Yes.
Mr. Jasny?
Yes.
Ms. Connor?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you, Chief.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Under miscellaneous, do you gentlemen have anything? Does anybody have anything else? Next meeting will be May 10th, 2023.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I second.
Mr. Neese?
Yes.
Mr. Jasny?
Yes.
Ms. Connor?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0, adjourned at 8:42.